Hey there everybody, on this wonderful December weekend, and the final video by me in 2017, what better way to close off a totally wonderful and successful year than with a staple modding video? After all, that's kind of been the name of the game in the past year. So to be specific, we're concluding 2017 with this 5th tier wizard mod by the one and only JamByte, and I can't say for sure here, but this may or may not be the last 5th tier mod video I'm doing, cause at this point I think people may be a little bored of it, at least the concept of it, that is. JamByte's still got his A game when trying to think of the most ridiculous upgrade ideas ever. Anyways, it's only fitting we play this first battle out on Wizard's Keep, because wizards get an extra 50% attack speed buff on this map, so that should help me get a slight advantage over Tyler. But I believe that advantage is going to be cancelled out since he has something else up his sleeve. But yeah, I believe now's a good time to take an early break from the modding action and talk about the hot topic currently on the stove, aka a continuation from the responses in the previous video. Needless to say, I did not expect this many people to comment considering the lack of activity in the videos preceding it, but I guess that's what happens when you bring up something really important to your audience. I haven't seen this many people come out of the closet to voice their opinion on my channel since the Pride Parade last year. With that said, I read as many of the comments as I could, and from what I could tell the reception was pretty mixed. 25% of comments wanted me to indeed flip the switch, 25% wanted me to stay the same, 45% went with the "it's your choice, do what you want and I'll stick by your side no matter what" option, and 5% of you just wanted some damn jokes and memes. Overall pretty split opinions, but in the end it seems like the final decision is all on me. So here's my master plan to please as many people as possible. You won't see any difference in videos in the near future, and by near future I mean probably a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how things go. I do intend to stream in the meantime though, at about a rate of once per week, cause I want as many people as possible to get used to the streaming environment and my less robotic and memey side before I decide to throw that shit into videos that'll permanently stay on my channel forever. Streams will be a one-time thing that you won't be able to check back on when it's over, reason being I'm definitely nowhere near ready to make stream highlights, nor have I made any plans to do that yet, and I don't want to leave the entire stream VOD up because no one's going to watch it all, and I'll get into big trouble if I do that, cause I do intend to play copyrighted music during the stream. It's more chill for me that way listening to music I would enjoy rather than that no copyright sounds stuff. No offense to anyone who likes that kind of music, of course. But yeah, that's the plan, guys. I may not entirely phase out my robotic side of videos moving forward, cause people have mentioned I can stick with this kind of shit for some dank meme videos. But otherwise I feel like if I'm doing a video about average battles gameplay with not much jokes in mind, then a majority will probably prefer a switch. Okay, I don't want to make two full commentaries about this, so let me just give my last point. A couple of people have asked how much longer it takes for me to make videos compared to the average Bloons YouTuber, and the answer is yes, it does take a decent amount longer to make videos. And most of that extra time comes from the commentary. You see, my commentary is scripted just like the WWE, so I have to write the entire script out word for every video I make. Compare it to your average commentator who can spit out hot fire, and all of a sudden the commentary is complete. So yeah, the extra time spent kind of sucks. Especially when you have to tack on extra time if you feel like the commentary doesn't have enough witty jokes or memes, which from what I hear is what a lot of you guys tune in for. Like right now, for example, I'm literally scratching my head trying to think of something funny to say, but I'm opening my mouth and the words won't come out, pretty much choking now, and look, clock's run out, time's up over now and I still haven't come up with anything. Now I could sit here for another couple of hours waiting until a spark ignites in my brain, but I think I have to move on because I do have errands to run. It was basically 1.5 videos worth of commentary on that topic, so how about we settle in on this mellow modded battles action now, just in time to catch the ending of this first match. Even with the Wizard's Keep map buff, it isn't going to be enough to overcome that 5th tier temple farmer upgrade Tyler has. Shit's just way too OP. I guess I should explain what the 2 5th tier wizard upgrades do before going any further. Well, the left side's called I don't even know anymore because JamByte himself doesn't even know what he's trying to get at with that upgrade. Looking back at the end of the first game, you will see that upgrade makes your wizard shoot out basically every projectile in the game and in every direction to boot, a great step in making my toaster extra crispy. But damn, combine multiple of those left side tier wizards and a 5th tier monkey of the farmer temple, and you get an ungodly amount of projectiles that's probably higher than an Asian's GPA. On to the next game, where this time I'll opt to show the other side of the wizard upgrade cause the first one was pretty I don't even know anymore upgrade heavy. The right side is called the Dark Phoenix, so this should be fun. I assume it probably boosts the ability by summoning a dark-skinned phoenix that does more damage, and a lot more damage, cause it costs almost 70,000 bucks. It's going to take a while to get it up though, cause we don't have the luxury of double cash or mega boosts. Pay attention to the game mode and you'll see it's play with fire. No, this was not by choice. We haven't regressed that much in the game that we'd forget that Boosty Bonanza is the prime game mode for easy and fast money. As I mentioned in some of the other 5th tier videos, it's not possible to purchase 5th tiers in custom club rooms for whatever reason. The only way it can work is if you play in assault mode, so on the day of this recording it was either playing classic assault mode or the featured club assault for the day, which was play with fire. For new players to the game, play with fire gives you twice the eco from Bloons TD, which in turn means more money than classic assault mode. However, that bonus isn't really of any use here since both Tyler and I are practically straight farming, but hey, might as well choose play with fire instead of classic in the off chance we do decide to send balloons at each other, cause who knows, maybe that one extra eco could make a difference in the long run. Think about it this way, $1 extra every 6 seconds extrapolates to 14.4 thousand bucks per day. That's enough money to feed 14.4 thousand starving African children for a day. Side note, this assumption is based on a 1-to-1 conversion of Bloons TD Battles cash to USD. Anyways, moving on. We actually didn't have to wait very long to see the Dark Phoenix because of how sped up the footage is. Silly me. Combines it with both of us pulling a molt and telling either player not to rush each other early on helps too. And knowing JamByte, I guess it isn't too surprising what the Dark Phoenix ability ended up doing. It appears to spawn 2 extra Dark Phoenixes on top of the existing Orange Phoenix, and well, lightning for everyone is all I have to say about it. A special kind of lightning it appears like, similar to that lightning tower from this other mod. It radiates lightning in a circular pattern in all directions, and it's pretty easy to tell how OP it is as these blimps are getting taken down pretty fast, needless to say. We're pretty much at the end of this commentary, but we're not at 10 minutes yet, so let's keep going on for a bit. I ain't afraid to admit to you guys about going for that juicy 10-minute ad revenue, because December is about to end, and that means all my earnings are going to crash. Might as well cash in that final check to pay for food and utilities, am I right? Speaking of December, the end of December also marks the end of the first ever annual tradition of Destroy Dick December, where you destroy your dick each day of the month in incremental amounts, up until the 31st of December where you're required to nut 31 times. I mentioned my attempt at this challenge at the beginning of the month, and now it's time to give you an update on that. Well, I'm embarrassed to say that unfortunately I had to give up on this challenge midway through the month because I couldn't quite handle the quantity. The inner workings of my body began to shut down as I was approaching the final nut of the day. Not my proudest moment, but there's always next year to try again at least, and this month gave me some pretty good practice under my belt. So while I failed, I'm curious to know how you guys did. Did you crumble under the pressure of your anatomical body part, or were you able to pull through? Comment below. I think this is going to mark the end of the video, so thank you for watching, guys. Appreciate it if you watched it all the way through to the end. Regardless of if you watched it in entirety or skipped to this part, I wish you all a very happy Christmas and a Merry New Year. Have a fresh day.